header. Now, just for the culture, let me say for the culture, I'll always ask questions. So what do you see in this place? So I'm gonna ask everybody. So everybody needs to say something. So please tell me what you see when looking at this header part. What do you notice? What exactly do you notice? I need everybody to say something, please. Please go ahead and unmute and say something. So what do you notice about the header? So when I say what you notice, you talk about the sections, the physical, the noticeable properties that you can see there. And how do you think you are going to implement this? This is a front-end class, and I need everybody to think about it. So please go ahead and let me know. Is anybody listening to me? Am I muted? Mr. Pius, Mr. Shegun, Mr. David. Yeah, please, I need someone to go ahead and tell me what they see in this place. I'm waiting for you people now. So it's going to be basically based off of what you tell me. So I just need to know that everybody that is listening is important. It's very, very important.
Okay, I think I noticed two background color.
Okay, good. But where and where, please?
On this second section, we have where we have the Ferrous color and the white color.
Okay, this place and this place, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you. What else again?
There's an image there that we have to download.
Ma?
There's an image there.
Okay.
95.
This image, all right, good.
Add 1,000.
Okay. All right. Looks like everybody doesn't want to. I'm not really interested in speaking this morning. So all right. So let's move on. So but one thing is that I always ask these questions so that I'm sure that everybody's following, and it's important that we try as much as possible to respond to these questions. It's very important. All right. So this is the NAVA. So as Miss Ugochi already said, and as Mr. Pius said, so they said they have two backgrounds, two major backgrounds. The first is the one with this green color, then the second is the one with this white color. Now the next thing is that they also have this image right in this place. That's what Mr. Ugochi said. Now, the first thing that I wanted you to note is that in the old header, you have two separate sections. Now you have this which has a text, and then you have this which has the image and the text on the image. You understand it now? That's the first thing that I wanted us to get. Again, you have two separate sections in the header. The first is this text, and the second are the images and this text on the image. That's the second one. Now, apart from that, you also have a green background that is now, that was divided a little bit. You understand? So there's a cut out green background here. You understand? So that's basically what it is. So now, how are we now going to get something like this, which is not going to be hard at all. It's actually very easy. So how do we get something like this? That is another question. That's another question that we would need to solve. But now the first thing is that, as you can see, you have two separate sections, right, in this place. So for us to get this, we need to first of all go to our header and create those two separate sections. The first section is going to be for what? Your text. Second section is going to be for your what? For your images. All right. So like I said, first section is going to be for your text. Second section for your what? For your images. So we'll go to our header in our HTML, and then we're going to do that. So for the first one, I'm also going to say dot text, which signifies your text, right? Then for the next, I'm going to say the images, or let's say images, right? Images. Now the text is going to be where the text goes into. That's the div tag for the text. That's going to be where it goes into. Now, but looking at here, right? It's saying hello. Now look at this text. How many? I need at least everybody to say something in this place. And this is very easy for us to get. How many major sections do we have here? Looking at this text component. Let's check it. Let's take a look at it and say something. How many major components do we have there?
There's the H1 tag and the P tag.
Yes.
So that for add 5,000 to go to.
Sorry?
I think it's 4, but the last one is going to have a span tag so that it will go in one line.
Okay.
Like we can use 4 divs, and then the last div might have a span tag.
Okay. Okay. Who else has maybe you have okay, now we all tried, right? But we only have 2 divs here. I understand why you said it's 4. Looking at LOIAM as a div, lorem ipsum as a div, this one as a div also, then this as a div, which can also work, but you probably run into a lot of problems later. So we have 2 divs. The first div is going to have the one with this text, LOIAM, lorem ipsum, and this one. They are all in one div. Then the second div is going to have this start consulting and lorem ipsum at the bottom. You understand it now? So again, this is the first div here. This first 3, that are the first div. Then so if you look at the space between them, that's how you understand, right? The space between here and here is not equal to the remaining spaces. So that means these 3 are in the same div. This one is in its own section. You understand? So even in the text, you have to separate them again. Right here, I can say dot text, or let's just say .txt, right, which is your div, and then here I'm going to say dot btns or btn, which is going to be the second one that is here, which is going to be this start consulting, right? Now I'm going to write this 3. This LOIAM, I'm just going to use a span tag for the 3 of them, or let us use an H tag for this, a P tag for this, and a span tag for this. So I'm going to say in this TXT, we're going to have H1, right? We're going to have P tag, right? And then we're going to have a span tag, right? So for the first one, it's going to be hello, right? I am. So copy. I'm not going to put my name as this one. So let's say Paul. Right. Then the last one is just going to have like a description. So let's say uh, let's see, a front-end developer, or let's say main stack. Yeah. So now this is it, right? It doesn't exactly look like this. So I just wanted to like have something different. Now, the next one is this button that says start consulting. So I'm just going to come here and create my first button that is here. So I'm going to use a button tag, right? And I'm going to say start consulting. So we've done the first part. Second part now is okay. Second part now is this one. But there is a problem here now. This particular lorem ipsum blah 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 has this green icon in front of it. If you notice, that means this green icon and this one are together. So we cannot just go ahead and write them in a normal tag. We have to put these two tags in a div because they are together. So you have to put them in a div. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to download this one, this particular red green icon. We're going to download it now. So how do you download it? Again, select it and make sure it is the only one that is selected. Then you should see export Eclipse 4. Preview it first to be very, then export it the Eclipse 4. So I've exported mine, so you should have it here now. So Eclipse 4. So you're saying it's a zip folder. The same thing you did yesterday for your zip folders. So you go ahead and you do them again. So I'm going to export it. So I'm just coming. Let me export it now. So we extract all. So yeah, so now we have it here now. So we should have the good. There is Eclipse 4 and there is Eclipse 4 at 2x. We don't need the 2x again. That's not really what we need for now. What we need is this normal one. We don't need the Eclipse 4 and the 2x design. So I'm going to drag and drop this into our logo, into our assets, so we can have this. But just so you know, you also have one more. Just so you know, you also have one more image that you need to export. And what is that image? This is the image right here. This particular image that is here. You need to export it too. So just click on it once and for all and export the image. So I'm going to export it also. So now that's it, Eclipse 1. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop inside of my VS Code. So I think I have all the images I need for the first part now. Have we all done this? Is it clear to us, please? Is it clear to us so far? If it is clear, give me a thumbs up. If it is not, you can also let me know. Okay, so have we been able to export that? Have we exported it? Is everybody here? Please, have you exported it? Mr. Pius, Mr. Shego, or is it that we are waiting for me to finish before you work on the Figma? All right, so I'll continue. So, all right, good. So now we've exported all the images that we need. We need to go ahead and do this. Now, this green icon is the same, is on the same line with this lorem dollar asset or seat rather. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to copy this text. Then I'm going to create a. I'm going to create a another div here. So I'm going to call this div icon. So dot icon, right? Then this div is now going to have this image, right, of the Eclipse 4. So I'm going to say assets / Eclipse 4, right, as the first one. There's going to have a span tag of lorem ipsum dollar set. Now, if you check it out now, you should have, yeah, you should have it here. So now we have everything that we need to start styling the left-hand side. But for now, that's not all. Right? We also still need to work on the right-hand side. So what do I mean by the right-hand side? So the right-hand side has a what's the name? An image right here, which is this, and then it has this 10K lorem ipsum dollar set also. So for us to do that, we need to we need to style it. So you need to note that this right hand is very, very important. It has two major elements. The first is what is the image, and the second is this text, right? So that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to have the images, and then what you're going to have your text. You get. So for the images, I'm just going to write my img out there, right? And I'm going to say assets / the Eclipse 1, which is going to be your image. And then we're going to have a dot text div that now has the 10K and that other one. So it has two elements there. So we're going to use 2H2 to get it. So it's going to have 10K, right? I think it's together, not separately. So it's together. We're going to have 10K. Then we're going to have a span also, a span tag. And we're going to paste this here. So for now, we've been able to create this. So we'll style it up and make sure that it looks exactly like the design that was given to us. Okay. All right. I was asking a question the other time. I don't know. Nobody answered, so I didn't know. Can you hear me?
That stuff from Figma.
Okay. I'm going to recap again so that everybody understands it. So let me go ahead and remove this. Are you done exporting now? Because I can't hear. I think your network is bad. But are you done exporting now?
Yes, I exported it. It came to my download. Now I'm trying to take it from my download that to the assets, and it's writing one binary rubbish something.
Can you share your screen? Share your screen,
Okay,
please.
so let me share the screen. Okay, sir. Hello, sir. Can you see my screen?
It's coming up. It's coming up. Okay, I can see your screen now. Okay, so now there are two problems here. The first problem now is this portfolio website template that you imported here is a zip file.
Then what about the way it is? It is giving me frame 21 and frame 22. Is it still a zip
Can you hear me?
file? I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. You exported the zip file. So can you see portfolio website template community in your assets?
Yes, I can.
Please delete it. Delete it.
Okay, sure.
Mama now,
The code always be people don't enter. Why they come after 3 weeks again? 1 M. 1 M. Yeah.